There's no way to sugarcoat it. There's no way to explain it away. Autocracy is on the march, and we now have a government in the United States that has thrown in its lot with the autocrats, which has made a choice to support those who wage war, not peace, who have given enormous power to the men who control the information flow in our world, who have all pledged allegiance to the continuation of algorithms that not only addict us, but poison us with hatred and fear.
Hillary Clinton never seems to go away. She keeps coming back and coming back, kind of like the groundhog every year. He never dies. He's always around. He keeps coming back, and most of the time, he's telling us lies. Winter stays longer, and we're more miserable. Just like Hillary Clinton, every word out of her mouth is a lie. She's never told the truth once in her entire political career, and now she's telling us that our government has been handed over to the autocrats. That's right, she's calling Donald Trump a dictator, and the only reason she's doing that is because back when she was running against Trump and she was the #1 pusher of the Russian collusion Hunter Biden laptop, it backfired on her. She got beat hands down by President Trump, and this time her pal Kamala Harris got beat hands down as well. Hillary Clinton now is concerned that the government, our government, is going to try to stop people from speaking their mind. No, that's what Joe Biden did. That's what the Democrats did, okay? She doesn't understand that the Democrats took away our free speech, or they tried to, because Hillary Clinton doesn't believe in the Constitution. So she went off to Germany. Hopefully she'll stay there. And she spoke at some conference, whatever it was, and she spoke about information. And quite frankly, it was pitiful. My stomach was kind of getting queasy listening to it. But here's the rest of what she had to say.
So moments like this, which are too few and far between right now, need to be underscored with urgency. And it is certainly my hope that when the World Forum ends, those of us privileged enough to be here will continue to speak out and work for the betterment of democracy and humanity. I was so struck listening to all of the speakers, but one of the themes that really stood out to me was what Maria said about information, what Natalia said about information, and what David Sinclair said about information. Information determines how we think, and how we think determines what we say, and what we say determines what we do, whether it's about aging in the human body or preserving and protecting our freedom and our democracy.
And of course, she was struck by what people had to say, especially about information, because you heard her. Information determines what we think determines what we say, and what we say determines what we trust. All of those things, the Democrat Party wants to take away from the American people. They want to determine what you believe and what you don't believe. They want to keep pushing the same narrative over and over on all of the liberal mainstream media outlets. We've seen it for years. They have the same talking points. They go after their political opponents with the same script over and over again. This woman, and probably everyone there, believes the lies that are coming out of their mouth. They are the ones who made sure that Twitter, which is now X, took down information or took down something that was against a Democrat because they didn't want people to see it. All they wanted to post is all the good about the Democrats. But when the Democrats posted something bad about a Republican, they made sure those posts stayed active. They didn't want those taken down. They wanted conservative voices silenced. And we'll go back again to 2016 when Hillary Clinton was pushing the Russian collusion narrative. She figured that that would get all the conservatives to say, forget Donald Trump, he's in with Putin, this whole laptop thing is nothing more than a scandal, and it backfired on her. The same as Kamala Harris. They pushed all the lies that Trump is going to be a dictator, that he's going to imprison all his political opponents, and that backfired as well. When is the left going to understand that the American people are not stupid? We are not morons. We do our homework. And we've seen for all too long the lies and the propaganda that the left pushes. They are funded by billionaires who want to take over this country as autocrats or a dictator. Joe Biden tried to be a dictator, but he didn't make any decisions. He wasn't capable of making any decisions. And one time on an interview, Donald Trump said, I'm going to be a dictator on day one, and they lost their bloody minds. And to this day, since President Trump got elected again, we have not seen any of that nonsense. We've seen him make his campaign promises come true, like illegal immigration, like all the fraud, all the spending that's coming out of the Democratic Congress. He's doing what he campaigned on. Not one Democrat has done that since they were in office. None of them. They campaign on a platform. They want people to believe that everything they are doing is what's going to make the American people safer, make us richer, and make us happy. And I'm here to tell you my opinion that all of it is bullshit. They do nothing but try to take care of themselves. They go to great lengths to push narratives and lies, and then they make the circuit of all the liberal talk shows and push that narrative on audiences around the world. People had enough. That's why Donald Trump became president for a second time. People woke up, finally, and realized that the Democrats of today are our enemy as far as I'm concerned. They are warmongers. Every Democrat who wants to push a war and send our military into a conflict is making money from the military-industrial complex. That's why they want to keep these battles going, because the more ammunition, the more weapons that are made, the more money the Democrats who support it will put in their pocket. Hillary Clinton is in full-blown panic mode because she knows her days are numbered. She knows Pelosi, Schumer, Jeffries, AOC, and the rest of the radicals' days are numbered, and she's trying to save them. People don't care what Hillary Clinton has to say anymore. She was one of the most corrupt, fraudulent politicians, in my view, in the history of the Democrat Party. You remember all the emails that were deleted that really never were deleted. She didn't have a personal email server in her home when she was Secretary of State. That was all conservative lies. We all know that was the truth. So Hillary hopefully will stay in Germany because no one cares what she says or what she does. And quite frankly, no one is going to listen to any more of her propaganda about Donald Trump or any conservative Republican in this country ever again. She's a dinosaur. She needs to just go off into the sunset and stay somewhere, because no one cares about Hillary or Bill or any other dinosaur Democrat who keep pushing lies and telling us that conservatives are bad.